completely stoked to finally meet you, Octavia. What a pleasure.
Thank you.
Look, cinema as absorbing and as unique as this is what makes us want to go to the movies. I just want to get a sense from you how you felt when you first read this extraordinary script.
Well, when Guillermo del Toro, I mean, I've seen everything he's made, even things that he just executive produced because his name was on it. That's how much I respect him as a filmmaker. When he lets you know or calls you and says that I have something for you, you get excited. I was excited. And I know that he's one of those unique auteurs because he has a signature. You're gonna love the creatures. You're gonna love, the monsters that he creates. So the fact that he was returning to this genre makes me excited. But it's not the same, monster genre. It's a beautiful, romantic, fairy tale. So I was intrigued and excited, and I knew that he would do something unique, and of course he does.
And even for him, this is different, isn't it? Mm-hmm. The character of Zelda, there's so many love stories contained in this film, and I was left wondering what her love story was.
Well, it's interesting. One of the things, Zelda evolves because of what she sees that she doesn't have in her own relationship, and that's love. And to see Eliza change, there are just the subtleties that happen with Zelda. Like she wore her hair up for the entire film, but once Eliza starts falling in love, she lets her hair down. So she is, she's experiencing this sort of resurgence of who she is as a woman because, of what her best friend is going through. It's wonderful.
I'm often accused of filling the oxygen with too many words, and I loved how the relationship between the two of you worked, where you did all the talking, but you still communicated in such a special way. And communication, again, like love, is a really strong theme here. Is that part of what drew you to not just the character, but also the story, and it's connecting to it?
I loved that Guillermo had two main characters who don't speak. And I love who he chose to be their voices at a time that was very tumultuous in our country's history. He chose a closeted gay man and a black woman. So it said a lot about the political story. But I just couldn't get away from the love story. I couldn't get away from the imagery or the idea that there is a perfect mate for everyone. And that's what this movie says. And being a hopeless romantic, I love that. I loved it.
I get it. And you talk about the fact when it was set and how important that was as a time, and the themes that are explored within that. But they still, now 50 years on, still feel so ridiculously relevant, don't they?
They do, and that just says that we have a lot of work to do. We've made great achievements and strides as a nation, as a people, but all across the world. But it still means that we aren't there or where we should be with regard to tolerance. And so this movie, it has a lot of themes. And that's what I love about it. It makes you think on so many levels.
I just think about the 4 minutes we've just spoken and the length and breadth of human emotion that you can cover just in the 4 minutes that he manages to do so with a film like that, which shows his gift and yours and everyone involved. This film, if you literally an alien landed on this planet right now and you had to describe it in a tiny nutshell, I struggle to. Are you able to, or do you just don't?
Well, what I think is, it's a film where people ask me, what's the takeaway? And I say, I think, honestly, that you can take from it what you need. If it's the love story, if you need to know that there's love out there for everyone, take that. If you need to know that it's about tolerance and seeing past our differences and embracing those things that are similar, take that. If it means disregarding the other, the idea of the other, but seeing people as people, take that. I mean, there's so many themes, but for me, I can't escape the love. I love the love.
I love the love too. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.